Hello beautiful people, this is Gomez Kakuracha's channel bringing you a video on how to beat inflation by growing your own vegetables. I'll start by showing you my favorite way of germinating seeds to make sure that they develop into plants. It could be for vegetables or fruit trees or even palm trees and flowers. I have here a Ziploc bag, paper towel, and of course the seeds that we're going to germinate. These are green bean seeds or bichuelas that I got from my previous year's harvest. First thing you do is you take your paper towel, fold it in half like this, and then you just make it a little damp using a little bit of water by just spraying it with a little bit of water. If you have a sprayer, it's even better. Make sure that it's not too wet, just a little damp, because if it's too wet, it might cause the seeds to rot. Next thing you do is to place your seeds and on your paper towel. Some people also like pre-soaking their seeds before doing this. That will also hasten the germination process. Try to place them evenly. For this one here, I expect them to germinate and grow roots really quickly, so I don't put them too close to each other because the roots might get tangled. And then you just put the seeds and the paper towel inside the Ziploc bag and zip the Ziploc bag so that moisture doesn't escape, and then it's now ready for storing. You can store your seeds in a warm location like kitchen cabinets and kitchen drawers. For seeds that generate quickly, 3 to 5 days, I just put them behind my laptop, because when I use the laptop it generates seed and it helps germinate the seed. After 3 days of storing it behind my laptop, this is how the seeds look. All 6 of them are germinated, but I only need 4 for where I'm gonna plant them. I'm using a small 5-gallon pot for this group of seeds, so I'll select the best 4 out of the 6. This is the 5-gallon pot that I've prepared, and this is where I'm going to plant the green beans. Here's the 4 seeds that I've selected, and I will plant them right now, and I'll show you how they look afterwards. I have planted my seeds in my pot, and I've also watered them. I watered using this mist setting. You don't want the water to be too strong and then erode the soil. Just very lightly like this until it's soaked. The mist setting is the best for this, for the first few waterings. I also like protecting my seedlings from things like birds who might see the seeds, or they might even the birds might even think these are worms and they would eat them. So I just put this screen on top of it for the first few days. After 5 days, this is how the seedlings look like, and I think they're ready to be connected to automatic watering. I've been watering them by hand for the first few days to make sure that they get enough, but not too much water. After another 5 days, this is how my beans look. I put a fence around the pot to protect the plants from rabbits. I've also put a tomato cage, and I'll be putting a 6-foot pole for them to climb on. It's been about a month and a half since we germinated our green beans, and we've been enjoying the green beans the past few days. We've been harvesting every 2 or 3 days. We're going to harvest today, and we will need a pair of scissors and this container. Hopefully this container is big enough for the day's harvest. As you can see, we have quite a few, and this green beans here, you have to harvest them at the longest maybe 3 days, because otherwise they become too mature. We really have to be on top of harvesting these green beans regularly, because the more you harvest them, the more they're encouraged to produce. And if you leave mature ones for a long time, those green beans actually use up a lot of the energy of the plant, so they can produce more. But I usually leave a number of them towards the end of the season, so I can use their seeds for the following year's germination. This is how much we got from today's harvest. It's the perfect amount to be cooked and enjoyed for tonight's dinner. I have cleaned, cut, and washed the green beans. It's now ready for cook. We are now cooking the green beans. First step is to heat up some oil and then add some minced garlic. And just wait until it turns brown. And then just add the green beans. Not all at the same time. It might be helpful to spray some oil so that the green beans don't stick to each other, or they don't burn, or they get coated with nice flavoring from the canola oil. He's using canola oil. And then just do the same, add more, and then do the same thing. You might want to stir it occasionally just to make sure that the bottom ones don't get burnt. After letting it simmer for about 10 minutes or so without cover, it should be without cover because you don't want the condensation to go into the pot, because all the flavor will be going to the bottom. You can now add vegetables, other vegetables such as onion and bell pepper. We're using frozen onion and bell pepper because we don't have fresh ones from our garden yet. And then you can add salt to your liking. Not a lot, because the vegetables themselves will be very good, especially the green beans, because they're very fresh. You can also add a little bit of soy sauce or fish sauce or oyster sauce. And then wait another 2 minutes and it should be done. The green beans are done. They look really good. Let's do a taste test. I put some in a bowl and I have it with my dinner. Yummy. So fresh. The green beans are so sweet, so fresh, and perfectly done. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bon appetit!